So if you're seeing this video, that means I have overcome my limited beliefs about starting YouTube, because I've been thinking about doing YouTube for years and it always stayed with thoughts and no action. In this video, I want to share with you some limited beliefs I had about YouTube and how I dealt with them. But first I want to start by talking about limited beliefs in general and how I personally deal with those. The first step of dealing with a limited belief is realizing that it's just that, a belief. Beliefs are usually rooted in mindset, and just like your mindset, you can change what you believe in. Then for me, the second step is, once you've identified a belief that you'd like to change, I like to think about that belief. Where does it come from? Why do I believe that to be the truth? And what do I want to change about that belief? You can do that through journaling. You can talk about it with your partner, your pets, your friends. You can do it by introspection. There are many ways to think about your belief and figure out the root cause of it and what exactly you want to change about it. Personally, I mostly do it verbatim. So I talk about it with my partner or with myself. I just talk to myself. More people should do that, to be honest. And then after that, but usually during that process of thinking about, journaling about your old belief, you start figuring out what you want your new belief to be. And the most important thing about that is that you need to start believing it, which is easier said than done. For a long time, this was the part that stumped me, because I was like, okay, how do you say... People say change your belief, but how do you do the most important step of changing the belief? And I always struggled with that, because in my mind, I thought it was like a switch. You go from black to white, on, off, A to B, but that's not how it works. It's more so that every time you find yourself thinking your old belief, you reframe it. For that, you use step 1 and 2. You tell yourself to start thinking in the new pattern, which again sounds easier than it is to do it, but you use step 1 and 2 for the most important step 3. You use the arguments, the logic, the reasoning that you found through step 1 and 2 to deal with step 3 and to reframe your mind into thinking the new belief. So here are some of my limited beliefs that I tackled before I was finally able to upload this video onto YouTube. Nobody cares about what I have to say. I felt that there was already so much noise online and that I could not contribute anything meaningful to this conversation or to the content online that wasn't already said, which now I know is rooted in a confidence issue, because my voice has just as much value as anyone else's voice here online. Like, everyone brings their own unique perspective to YouTube, and including me. I have my own unique perspective on YouTube, which makes my voice worth to be heard. I need to be an expert in what I talk about. This was such a weird one for me to unpack, because I love watching people figure stuff out on YouTube. Like, I love seeing the process of learning, of making mistakes, of being honest and vulnerable about those mistakes on YouTube. And of course, I also watch experts and what they have to say about the matter to learn from them. But I truly enjoy watching someone's journey. So why do I not want to share my journey in becoming an expert in a certain topic? Or why do I not want to be vulnerable online about my mistakes? I figured that people wouldn't watch me because I am not an expert in anything. I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. That's what I feel like. But that doesn't matter, because I like watching those people. So I assume other people will love to watch me as well. Another thing about this point is that expert is not really a definitive term. For some people, I might seem like an expert in certain topics. My point is, someone's 80% might look like 20% to someone else, and vice versa. We're all on different points in our journey, and it's important to share the journey and those points and the mistakes and what we learned, so that we all can learn from that. I have no space, time, energy, or the right equipment to do YouTube. Excuses that I made up myself to not start YouTube. For example, I didn't have the right equipment, or I didn't have time. I don't think this was a limited belief per se. I think this was the practical implication for all my other limited beliefs for why I could not start YouTube. So, for example, no time, just plan ahead, no energy, drink some coffee, or the equipment. The equipment is ridiculous because I have a lot of equipment, but even if I didn't have any equipment, you just need your phone. For YouTube, you do not need that much fancy equipment. But look, I have a microphone. I'm filming this on a fancy camera. I have the equipment. I have 4 cameras in this room that I could point at right now. So these were just bullshit excuses to support all the other limited beliefs that I had. This was not, like, I legit do not understand why this was something I struggled with. Or I would used to think like, oh, I need this camera to be able to do YouTube, or I need that camera to be able to do, but no, stop. If you think that, just please stop. You're probably watching this on your phone, or you have your phone in your hand while you're watching this on your computer. You can start YouTube. This is just not something you can use as an excuse. I'm mostly talking to myself and to you. If you feel like this is resonating to you, I'm also talking to you. Stop using your lack of equipment or lack of planning to stop YouTube. Stop. And the last one that I want to talk about, what will others think of me? To be honest, I am still struggling with this one. I am close to terrified about uploading this. For me, part of it is realizing that people will have an opinion about you no matter what. It just happens. I have opinions about everyone that I meet. I think people have an opinion about me. What I would want my new belief to be, but I'm not there yet, I'll be honest, is that I rather have people an opinion about the real me, the me that I want to be, than an opinion about a fake Leia. That's what I want to believe. So, because if people are going to have an opinion about me no matter what, I'd rather do the stuff that I think is fun and that I want to do and let them have an opinion about that than be miserable and not do the fun things, and people will still have an opinion about that. Not doing what you like will not stop people from forming an opinion about you. And I think that the people that care about me will still love me, and those are the only opinions that matter. These were just some of the limited beliefs I had about YouTube, and I hope by sharing them, I gave you some new insights and new ideas about how to deal with them or how to change them, or just a step in the direction of whatever it is you want to do. And yeah, I hope I will see you in the next video. Please like, subscribe, and follow. And yeah, see you next week.